Hi, and welcome to Audi TV, the podcast. Nowadays, it's quite normal to have music wherever you go, to carry a mobile music collection with you on your iPod, to listen to the radio, CDs, or an MP3 on the road. Rapid advances in technology have turned the car into a mobile concert hall, if that's what you want. One of the really big names for sound enthusiasts is Bang & Olufsen, who together with Audi are working on the perfect sound experience. But of course, it's no simple task to match up to everyone's idea of perfection.
These days, music is available to an almost unlimited extent and in good quality. Only one place doesn't quite satisfy the demanding ears.
I always have music with me. Music makes the day for me.
These days, I think technology is so advanced that you get real sound on the move, just like at home.
I just want to listen to good quality music in the car too.
When you look at present-day developments in acoustic and sound, of course you realize that some things were certainly taken into account then. The car engine sounds magnificent, very good, in fact quiet in normal operation. But what you really notice is that nowadays we have to consider the transmission of sound to the interior in all its aspects. And when we drive in a low gear, you don't really hear the engine, but the transmission noises are very much to the fore. In those days, they attached the engine and gearbox directly to the bodywork. Nowadays, one uses elastic bearing blocks for the engine and gearbox to keep all those vibrations back. When we think about when a sound is perceived as too loud and how much we have to reduce it, then of course we also have to realize that the driver needs certain feedback from outside. That's to say, I still have to hear the fire engine or the ambulance. I still need to know when the road surface has changed, and so I need that feedback. It's good to reduce the noise to a certain level, but there comes a point when I no longer have the feeling of sitting in a moving car, and that's something we have to avoid. But there is a lower limit.
When we here at Bang & Olufsen is making a sound system for an Audi, then we don't use microphones and analyzers and computers a lot to tune the cars. Actually, it's a lot of handcraft, it's a lot of man-hours spent in the car. It's not optimal if the sound is reached at a microphone position very well. It's more important that if we play music, then it should sound correct in the listener's ears. The first element is we need good parts.
We also have the problem that loudspeakers are built into places where they can really only perform relatively poorly. For example, in the doors. The doors aren't closed cavities. They also tend to resonate. They tend to rattle. And if you feed 125 watts into such a loudspeaker, then you're going to get a very poor sound. That's why in the advanced sound system we have a proper hi-fi cabinet, just like at home. That's to say, a closed box. The woofers and mid-range speakers are fitted into a cabinet that's completely closed. So we're no longer dependent on the door construction. That makes all the difference to a high-quality sound.
We can just see how much good acoustics and the car work against each other when we look at the car body. If you feed the sounds from an electric guitar, not to a loudspeaker as usual, but to the bodywork, then the bare structure starts to vibrate like the diaphragm of a loudspeaker.
Nowadays, with digital signal processing, we have the option of active sound design. That's to say, we can actively reduce noise or even eliminate it. But we can also add some if we want. If I have a noise that blots out a music signal, then I increase the signal so that it's just above the noise level. Then I can hear it again. In psychoacoustics, we talk about masking of sounds. Audi decided on Bang & Olufsen because both companies have similar values and attributes. For example, innovative design, advanced technology, a very high quality level in materials and finish. Looks are also important. And so, for us, for the Bang & Olufsen system, it's not just the sound that counts, but also how the customers experience the stage, the setting, how they experience the car and the sound.
Our design philosophy very much built on the Bauhaus tradition. The form and the function is matched together in a way, creating products with great harmony. In the car, which is a very functional product, it was very challenging for us to implement this Bauhaus tradition, this harmony between form and function. Craftsmanship in the details, the way we use advanced materials, the way we use aluminium, man-machine interface, and this type of core competence. It's very important for us to implement these core competences also in the solutions which we together with Audi.
For the music lover at the wheel, this comes full circle with the aspect of connectivity. Working on the plug-and-play principle, you can also connect an iPod, MP3 player or a Bluetooth device to the hi-fi components without any problems.
Thanks for joining us here at Audi TV, the podcast.